Yo, what is up, guys? It's me, Eve, again here playing Tokyo Ghoul Break the Chains. As always, we have a new event, Hinamatsuri special here, as well as the new character, Sen Takatsuki, just came into the game, and we're gonna obviously do a summoning for her. There's gonna be a video on that. Don't worry. But for now, we're in today's video. We're gonna discuss the special fragment chest selection. Who should you be picking from this? What is the base choices? Maybe if you're free to play, if you're pay to win, different choices for everybody. You will need to definitely want to see this because this is very important, especially for free to play players. So let's discuss. This time you can get a lot of this fragment chest. Definitely gonna be available for at least one copy of a character, maybe more, depending on how much luck you get. Because if you go here, you can get 80 of those fragment chests. So it's if you get 80 here, you're definitely being able to get at least 2 characters throughout this whole event going on. It's gonna be for 2 weeks again, so you have time to maybe get lucky there, and hopefully you will get lucky there because this is gonna be huge for you. But let's see the choices. You obviously have some others, the same characters that were here before: Arima, Hinami, Yomo, Hinami's mom, Itori, and Akira. But now we have some additions. It's always a pay-to-win Toka, as well as Christmas Hinami. So now with these two coming in here, you might be asking yourself, who should I pick? Because obviously this is a pay-to-win character. He should probably be a good choice, as well as this Christmas Hinami, as well. Was a pretty good one when she came out, but no one is using her because she's obviously as well kind of a pay-to-win character because she was only available for Christmas, and for a free-to-play players she was only available to max get her to like a 1 star, but not much more than that. For free-to-play players, again, wasn't available to get more than 1 star on her. But for low spenders and pay to win, you could have gotten a few stars on her, and she works pretty good with that. But again, here it's gonna be some stuff that we need to talk about. Is that should you go for the newer characters or not? So I'm talking about Hinami here for Christmas and Toka pay to win. In my opinion, if you're a free to play, don't go for these two. For the most part, these two characters are pretty good. This Hinami is obviously very strong. She's a very strong character, but she requires you to have a very big amount of investments. So Anteiku, just in general, is a very high investment team. They require you to be at least like on D and even more. All of those characters require you to be very high on your startups. So these two characters, they are not so good without having them on a few stars, at least like on maybe 4 stars minimum to make those characters work. You need as many stars as you possibly can for those two, because obviously Anteiku is the strongest team right now. I don't know how it will change with Sen Takatsuki. I didn't see like what are the team ups right now, but I think Sen can obviously go and play in the Anteiku as well. She's gonna be good there for sure. But this Toka, pay to win, she can reduce the damage, so she can as well play a big role in Anteiku. She can work perfectly. She synergizes with Toka. I mean the new Toka that is with the charm, as well as with Renji. They can work perfectly together. And having the other Hinami on the team, the new Hinami from the Valentine's Day, Team Hinami, obviously is gonna make the Anteiku team extremely strong. She's extremely good in that setup. If you're a pay-to-win player, I highly recommend trying this build with her. I think she works best there, but again, she requires a very big investments into the character to make her actually good. Otherwise, she's mid at best. To be honest, on low stars, she's mid at best. She's not gonna be your top DPS or like your top unit that you definitely want to go for. Hinami here, Christmas, again, a broken character, but as well requires a very high investment, not only in her, but in the whole Anteiku team. If you don't have a new Toka on at least 3 stars, don't even think about making an Anteiku team because it's just useless for you. Don't even try it. As well as Rangy needs at least 3 to 4 stars there. Maybe like if you can go higher than that, Rangy definitely needs more than that. This Yomu also needs at least 3 stars, and maybe if you have more than that, also requires that stuff there. But again, those two characters really are good, but require a high investment. And for free-to-play players, I wouldn't suggest going for her. Only if you already have a very good build-up Anteiku team, you can try and go for her them. But again, high investments there, very hard to build. So be careful with picking those two. But if you're a collector, again, you just want to get a copy, you can go for those two. Just get one copy and then spend everything rest for other characters. Now we know that we don't go for those characters pretty much if you're a free-to-play. If you're low spenders and you have a building good Anteiku team, again, you can definitely try going for those two and maybe build even stronger Anteiku team with those two again. Now we know about those two, but we have left this 6 characters here. 6 characters. Which one should you actually pick? So this is now where it depends on you. If you have Arima on 2 stars and you need his 3rd star, go for Arima. Arima, extremely good character with 3 stars. He becomes broken after 3 stars to 4 stars and more than that, he becomes broken. On first 2 stars, he's kind of not so good. He's okay, obviously. He does a decent damage as a solo target, but without his passive, he's not that good. In my opinion, I try to make him work with 1 star only, but it's not enough. He can't outperform other characters that make extremely big amount of damages, and he just can't outperform them. I'm sorry. Akira here as well, a good pick. Depending on how many stars you have, if you have her on 0 stars, you can try getting her 1st star because she gets she puts a debuffs on the highest attack enemy character. So basically, if you're fighting against Aogiri most of the time, you'll put that stuff on the Ayato there. Again, Yomo as well, a very big, a huge winner on this one. If you're looking to getting him to at least like 3 stars or 1 star, a very good pick. A really good character to go in the backup. If you've seen my video of the backup of the best teams in the game, obviously Anteiku is more of liking the actual combat Kaneki in the setup, but most other teams that aren't Anteiku Aogiri favor this Yomu more. So this team up with the Anteiku obviously favors this Yomo more because he's also Anteiku. Here you can see that I'm using the Christmas Hinami, but I actually don't use this one just because I don't have Toko on 3 stars. This team is pretty bad without Toko on 3 stars, as well as you need very high investments for this to work. On small investments, this build is not gonna work, unfortunately. Again, on something like this as well, Yomo is better choice. If you're going for the Arima setup there with Tatara. On just purely other choices like this Ayato setup with the just purely almost the same thing, but with Ayato just because maybe if you don't have Arima that high investments. Again, Yomo here would be better. I'm just using Combat Kaneki because I try to kill someone and then Combat Kaneki can level up my skill on my Ayato on his next attack. That's why I'm using him there. But Yomo can work here as well, like really good. Again, this is like where you should be choosing who you want to go for. Depending on your start, for example, if you're very close to getting the Arima here to 3 stars, go for this. I highly recommend. This is really good. It makes CCG much more stronger, but again, a CCG team requires you to be as well a very high investment team. CCG is very hard to get high investments because of this red Arima. You're only able to get him from the fragment chest, or if you're a pay to win. Other ways, there's like no other ways to do it. You can't get him from like a banner or anything like that. So this is where you'll be looking to maybe get him if you're looking for 3 stars. Akira, 1 and 3. Best places for her. Again, she's a really good for RTA, like extremely broken for RTA. This is a very good start to go for if you just don't have her at all. As well, a good pick to do just to craft her, because this is already a very strong one to do. Buff removal, again, this is when it turns out when enemy characters remove 1 buff, and the character with the highest attack removes all buffs. So again, she like debuffs the enemy by removing their buffs. That's very good versus your opponents. Really strong there. 3rd star, again, as well, being attacked by enemy affected by debuff triggers. Retaliation, dealing impale damage equal to 140 of the attack. This damage ignores the target's defense. Again, also a very good star. So if you're close to getting her 3 star, I definitely recommend trying that one. Maybe just focus on her as well. Yomo, again, also a good pick. Other characters are not such a good picks. Only Itori, if you're trying to go for a 1 star on her, and maybe even try 3 star. Also not a bad pick there, but this is only if you already have a good setup with Ayato, Uta, and these Arima as well. Other than this, I think this is how you should be picking. If you're interested what I'm gonna pick, I am gonna go for the pay to win token, just because I'm a collector. Obviously, I want all of the characters, and I'm missing the pay to win token because I'm a free to play. So I'm gonna go for a pay to win token, then everything that I'm probably have left, I'll go and try to get this Christmas Hinami, because I want her. I'm gonna try and put a free to play version of Anteiko. I'm gonna try and see where it can finally be there. I'm still gonna decide if this is gonna go for Christmas Hinami or this red Arima, or maybe even Yomo there. I'll decide. Maybe Akira even could get her 2nd star for me, and then I could try and go for the 3rd star after that. But I guess we'll see it when I get most of this stuff. But for now, other than this, thanks a lot for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, join the Discord in the description. Obviously, I'm gonna stream today. There is a Sen Takatsuki a summon stream gonna be today, but the video is gonna be up on the YouTube as well, so don't worry if you missed it. But if you don't want to miss the streams on Tokyo Ghoul and other fun games that we play, join the Discord. I always announce when I am gonna be streaming, as well as what we're gonna do on today's stream. So again, have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one.